What's up, YouTube? This is John from Gscollect coming at you with first episode of tech choices. Pretty much, it's going to be a segment based on tech choices that we put in our deck or in our side deck. Today it's DD Crow, and not in the side deck. That's an obvious thing. Everybody plays it in the side deck, but for this deck, which is Hero Beat, we're putting it in the main. If you're playing Hero Beat, I actually strongly suggest putting DD Crow. I strongly suggest putting DD Crow just because no matter what deck you're playing, as long as you have the space, you know, if you're thinking of a card that maybe you want to put in Tekken, it's not the most original thing in the world, but it's still a great card. I thought about going with Valor for this first episode, but I think DD Crow actually is better because Valor's great. Valor's a great card and stops a lot of things, but a lot of situations you're going to say, well, you have the Valor, so you stop whatever it is, but you might have wanted the Crow instead. Example could be Scrap Chimera, activate, target Scrap Beast. Okay, Valor. Well, you know, that's fine, but the Beast stays engraved, whereas as opposed to summon Scrap Chimera, activate Crow, it's gone. So that's one of the things as to why I think DD Crow is very good. DD Crow is also very good because obviously in the meta, a lot of graveyard control. I can't speculate too much on what next format will be, but I've seen a lot of Dark Worlds and, you know, zombies and that kind of stuff, and that's still graveyard control. Because even with Dark Worlds, I believe you have to discard to graveyard first, and then they bring it out. Also, Avarice. On my ban list, the ban list predictions, I said Avarice is going to 1, and it really should. But the thing about Avarice is people play it either in 2s or 3s, depending on, I guess, whether you mill it out. You know, like if you're playing Ryko, then you're going to play 3 of them because you need to get it because it's that important. But it's such a great card, you know, that once you pick your targets, I mean, once you put them back to deck, and like you can just top deck Avarice, and your opponent will get very tight because, you know, it's just a card that you top deck, and it's kind of like, it's not exactly Pot of Greed, but I don't want to, you know, get anyone freaked out, but it can be better in certain situations. It can be better. Another thing is, you know, you go Pot of Avarice, you choose your targets. Crow, you know, alright, well, you figure out which is the most important target that you want to take out of it, and it just pretty much fizzles that card. So you have the Crow in hand, they top deck the Avarice, you know, play it, choose their targets, and then you Crow. Pretty much that kind of nullifies the fact that they just top decked. At the end of the day, sometimes people are going to top deck and there's nothing you can do, but Crow is very, very good for that situation. Plants are ridiculous in this format. They just won, you know, they've been winning, they've been topping, you know, this is nothing new. If you don't know by now, you know, it has to be, DD Crow has to be at least in your side deck, but I only say main because even though we're coming to the end of the format, it's still a really important card. You know, it does so many things that unfortunately Valor just doesn't do. You know, like DD Crow just stops certain things that Valor can't. So I think it's really good in the meta. So pretty much that's it for this segment, and I guess we'll be back with another episode pretty soon.